Hello, Story Power listeners and followers. Today I'm talking to Tamara Fyke, and this is episode 157. And I love, Tamara, I love your whole mission of creating community through the arts. So, welcome to the show, and I can't wait to ask you all kinds of questions about your organization and your singing and your music and your writing and all that. So,
Oh,
welcome.
thank you, Lucinda. Thank you so much. It's good to be with you.
So, the first thing I wanted to say is you are the founder of Love in a Big World. And
Yeah.
is that the title of your when you go out and do shows? Is that the title of your show, or is that a separate foundation?
It's actually a separate organization. It's a 501c3 nonprofit organization,
Uh-huh.
and it is also the name of the brand that we have that works with kids' mental health and well-being.
Oh, great.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And when did you found that?
I founded the nonprofit in 1996.
Oh my goodness, 30 years
Yes.
ago.
Yes, 30 years ago.
Wow, that's the year we moved to Arizona. That's how I know
Oh,
that.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow, so now you have education background in teaching. So that's your teaching arm, I imagine.
It is. It is. It's in part, I would say. It's
Uh-huh,
teaching, it's outreach,
uh-huh,
it's mental health and well-being. So
uh-huh.
it works in the healthcare and community space as well. So Love in a Big World is really a brand that encompasses all of that.
I
And the
see.
mission is to really provide a safe place for kids and families to explore the big questions about life and find solutions that will help make them stronger and healthier.
Yeah, does Love in a Big World have its own website? Because your website is,
Yes,
oh, okay.
loveinaBigWorld.com is the website.
Okay, got it. Because I want to put that in the show notes. Yeah.
Oh, great.
So
Yeah,
so
I'd love that.
I'm assuming you go out to like hospitals or schools or other organizations and do you have presentations or do they come to you?
That's a great question. So, Love in a Big World historically worked in schools, community organizations, um, camps, all of that, providing the programming. So, we would provide assembly programs or professional development for teachers, and we still do
Oh,
workshops for students K through 12, actually pre K through 12. We also offer curriculum that can be
uh-huh.
used in the classroom or in an after school program. So
Oh,
we have
wow.
all of that to offer.
Oh,
And
wow.
then we're working on some other projects that we'll announce later on this year, most likely in August, that
Uh-huh.
will be available and that will be focused on the healthcare space.
Ah, okay, good.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Okay, now I was looking at your other website, your website, where you are a performer. And so,
I
and
am. Mhm.
I love your photo of your black
Oh, thank you.
dress. And yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
it's
Yeah,
so
that was fun.
classy. So
Thank
now,
you.
do you write your own songs?
I do.
Oh,
I'm a singer
cool.
songwriter. So I have been writing actually since I was 12 years old.
Oh,
And I do for the latest album, and we just released the first single on May 15th, and the second single will come out June 12th. And then
oh,
there'll be another single that'll come out in July. So we'll have a series of singles that come out this summer. Um, I had a co writer, Tommy Nee
uh-huh.
Black, and he's a friend of mine who's based in Atlanta. But I love co writing with Tommy.
Tommy Lee Black, Lee.
Nee Black, Niblack.
Okay, got it. I'm putting him in the show notes too.
Oh, great. Yeah. And you can find him on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming eventually there's going to be a whole album.
This is a 6 song EP. So we're
Ah,
releasing a series of singles. And then I think it's either August or September. We'll make all six available.
Uh-huh,
Hmm.
uh-huh. Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's so cool. So I like that. I like that you release a song and then you release another song. It's kind of a good marketing strategy to get people excited.
We're trying, Lucinda. It's a wild world. I mean, when I first started singing years ago, I would do projects and, release the cassette tape or release the CD. Um, because my first album I recorded when I was 18 years old. So, I mean, it's just a different world with technology. Yeah. And so because of the algorithms, what I've been told by others who've been in the industry a long time is that to release a single at a time helps you be more discoverable.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
I'm learning that too with my I have two YouTube channels. And so
Okay.
I'm learning how to I have to learn how to get people to come, because I don't have a
Yes.
whole lot of followers
Yes.
yet on YouTube. I have since Story Power is almost 6 years old. Next month, no,
Oh,
excuse
okay.
me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. In July, it'll be months old.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 years old. And so on Spotify, on Apple, on some of the other ones, I have quite a few followers, but not on YouTube yet. Even though I went back and did all of the episodes and put them on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning how to do all that marketing thing. I don't know about you, but that's not my forte, so I'm having to learn how to do it.
Wait, yeah, and it changes all the time
I know.
because the companies will update their algorithms and
Oh, yeah, and then you have to redo things. Oh, yeah.
hmm
Mm.
hmm
Do you have a marketing? Oh, yes, you do have a marketing team because I met Michelle, sort of.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Yes. Michelle and I work together and she helps with coordinating.
Oh,
And that's
that's
helpful. That's really, really helpful.
oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah. I have my husband. He's a techie. So he
Oh,
helps.
good. Good.
Yeah. But we're still kind of learning the marketing part of it. Yeah. So
Hmm.
do you go, I'm assuming since you live in Nashville, do you do things in Nashville and then maybe go out other places in the country to do your performances?
Yes, I have. With this new project, and it's funny that you asked that because we're just now getting everything moving so that we can start doing performances now that we
Ah.
have the new music available. And my artist name is Tamara Rivelle.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm, mhm.
so that's the website that people can find me at, tamaravivelle.com. Um, However, I have a friend who works at BMI. BMI is Broadcast Music Incorporated, and
Uh-huh.
it's a company that helps make sure that artists get paid, right? When their
Yes.
songs are played.
Yes.
So BMI it's important for artists to be connected with either like BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC. But my friend who works at BMI, he said, Tamara, I'm also on the tourism board for Nashville. And he said, you don't need to leave the city in order to make money as an artist if you find a residency because there's so many venues that want people, and with tourism in Nashville we bring in 27 to 30 million dollars a day in
Whoa.
tourism revenue, and that's just during the regular year. Like, that's not to mention New Year's
Summer.
Eve, right? Like, I think it goes up to about 40 million a day around the holidays. So that's another strategy that artists in town are considering, is how can we find the right spot. And
Hmm.
I'm not a country artist. I'm R&B, jazz, soul,
Right.
and there are fewer places like that here in town. Although Nashville has a rich history of R&B, jazz, and soul.
Hmm.
And there's a
Yeah.
lot of us artists who are in that genre or in those genres of music.
Yeah, and I would think that, well, there's jazz in not places not very far from you. Kansas City and New Orleans. Well, New Orleans might be kind of far from you. Kansas City might be kind of far from you too, but it's at least it's in the Midwest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Midwest, Southeast. I mean, but another reason why so many performers are located here in Nashville is that you can get, I think it's 60 or 70% of the country is within a 10-hour radius of Nashville.
Yes.
So, and that's also why the trucking industry is so big in Nashville. So people are going out on their tour buses all the time. They meet up at the local Kroger grocery store parking lot, and then I mean we see them all the time, and they load in on a Thursday night, and they're gone for the weekend, and they drop off on a Sunday, and
And
yeah. So who knows what'll happen? I'm just
that's
open
right. Yeah.
to the possibilities. Yeah.
Well, I like the fact that you're starting at home, starting small, learn, because uh, that doesn't overwhelm you so much.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Um I'm a big dreamer, and so sometimes I get impatient with the little steps, if
Yes.
I'm being really honest. But you got to start somewhere. And I've
That's right.
performed. I mean, that's part of what I've done with Love in a Big World is that we would go into schools and we would perform for the kids and the
Hmm.
teachers, and in addition to doing the professional development and curriculum and all that. So, with that work, it traveled all over the country.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
So you're used to that. You're used to traveling.
Hmm.
Yeah, now
Hmm.
you're a mom, but your children are
Yeah,
all grown. Is that correct?
they are.
So that
Yes.
that frees you up.
My kids, it does. I mean, it's a different season of life. My kids are 28, 23, and 20,
Hmm.
and they're living their own lives.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, cool. And,
Yeah,
and
it's fun. So it's kind of a rebirth for me.
yeah,
Hmm.
right. I don't have any children, but I think when I turned 60, that was when I kind of had my rebirth because I was about to retire from teaching at the college, which it was only part-time. But I had
Yeah.
taught high school before that, and when I was ready to quit teaching completely and just do my writing and my podcast and stuff, it was like, oh, this is kind of fun. It's a
Hmm.
yeah, new phase of life, a new phase of life. Yeah,
Hmm. It's
that's
fun to uncover gifts that may
hmm
have been dormant or
hmm
even unexplored during different
yes,
seasons of life. Hmm.
right. Because you were too
Hmm.
busy being a mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just for most of my kids' lives, I was a single mom. I've been divorced for 18 years almost. So that was a different level of grind.
Oh, whoa, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And then doing your foundation, your Love in a Big World Foundation and traveling with that. Did you take the children with you or what?
Yeah. And I traveled more when my oldest was small. Um, and then most of the other work I did locally while my other two were younger. So, yeah. I mean, you just make it work during different seasons of life. And
I guess
yeah.
that's true. I guess that's true. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow. So do you have anything scheduled, any concerts scheduled yet for the summer or spring and summer?
Not yet. We're just getting started with that.
Ah.
Because as part of, we recorded the project in November
Mhm.
and did the photo shoot in November. And then since that time, we've been working on all the marketing. And then we've needed to do some remixing of the songs. And we're just starting with that release schedule, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
And so it just takes time to put all the materials together.
Yeah.
And I think too, one of the other reasons um, is that we want to have some things that are already out in the world available for people to listen to so they can
Oh
know
yeah.
the quality of the music they're going to experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Soon, very soon.
Yay! Yeah. Now, do you sing songs by other artists as well as your own work, or is it just your own work?
I do. I do cover songs as well.
Hmm.
And some of those covers are from the Great American Songbook. So
Hmm.
songs by Harold Arlen or um, Gershwin, some of those old familiar songs.
Hmm.
And some are newer, and they might be remixes of those newer songs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Now, I have never been to Nashville. What are the times when Nashville has the biggest tourist influx?
Ooh, that's a good question because I would have told you before that the time from Thanksgiving to early, like probably Valentine's Day would have been slow. That's not true anymore. We're pretty steady year round.
Oh,
And then we see a big uptick around the holidays. We have one of the largest New Year's Eve celebrations in the country.
wow.
So that's a huge time hmm
For
for
people to
visitors.
be
And
there.
then we have a really great 4th of July celebration
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
as well. So it's a big deal. Yeah. Nashville
Oh,
just as when I came here, Lucinda, I tell this story all the time, but I remember my mom and dad. I moved here in '93
uh-huh.
and I was still in college. And I remember my mom and dad came to visit and we went downtown. And I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh has a thriving downtown area.
Yeah.
Downtown Nashville in 1993 was like they rolled up the sidewalks at night.
Hmm.
We took a carriage ride, and that's something that's still offered in the city. But at that time, all you could hear was the clip clop of the horses' hooves
Oh,
echoing across the buildings. I mean, it was crazy. There was nobody downtown.
wow.
No restaurants open. There might have just been Tootsie's, which is one of the famous spots
Hmm.
where people go and play. But no, now it's a completely different experience. Broadway is packed, wall to wall people, especially like from Thursday night to Monday morning.
Wow.
hmm
Wow. It is sometimes being in a tourist town can be annoying because you got all these influx of
That's
people all the
true.
time. And, like, well,
Yes.
one of the really big tourist places in Arizona is Sedona. And we went there.
Yes, I've had friends go there.
We've been there a couple of times, and it oh, you froze for a minute. We've been there a couple of times, but it was a long time ago, and now it's horrible, even for the tourists, because it's not a very
hmm
large town, and man, it's just wall-to-wall cars, and the access to the town is not very good. So I guess we won't be going to back to Sedona again for a while anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that I live in the country. I live a mile from the border of Mexico. It's very quiet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's very nice to live here. We do have some touristy towns. Tombstone is north of us, about 30 miles, and Bisbee, Arizona is a good big terrace. But we don't live in the town. We just live outside in the country, so that's kind of
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
would be annoying to me to live in a touristy town.
There are times when it's more difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
especially when we have the big festivals that come through, and it makes the thing is, I've heard different reports about this, but Nashville wasn't really planned for the kind of growth that we have. And so our traffic, like our infrastructure, has just not caught up to the
Oh.
influx of people that we've had move here, let alone the number of tourists that we have.
Mm-hmm.
So when I moved here in '93, you could get anywhere around the Middle Tennessee area, like the greater Nashville area, I'd say, in about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is at any time of day.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the case anymore.
Oh.
So, You just have to get accustomed to the traffic. And but if you know the hours, you know when to stay off the roads.
Yeah, yeah, really.
Yeah,
But Nashville, that's kind of an exciting place to live and be able
it
to
is.
work.
I'm really thankful. Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
thankful to be here. I'm blessed. And there's good people. And we joke all the time that Nashville is just a small town. I mean, it's a big small town.
Yeah.
Everybody knows or has connections to somebody. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. 6 degrees of separation. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Mhm. Mhm.
Wow, that's so cool. So you're just on the verge of launching some really big stuff, and that's cool. Um, do do you have anything that I haven't asked you or that you want to say? You want to talk about more about Love in a Big World or your career, your music career? Because we haven't been
Oh,
on.
sure. Yeah, I'm happy to share whatever you would be interested in hearing. The work that I do with Love in a Big World is really aimed at bringing hope and encouraging resilience in kids, families, and communities.
Mhm,
So I'm very committed to that work. And it started, like I said, in 1996 as a result of working as a substitute teacher in schools in urban Nashville and seeing the need that they had for being encouraged and supported right where they were,
mhm,
and understanding that music is a universal language. It's something that everybody responds to in one way or another. And so wanting to use music as a tool for good, a tool to bring hope. And that's really how everything was born. And I as a person who came to Nashville in 93 wanting to do music, um, and then feeling, I mean, the music industry can be challenging. So I
mhm,
didn't feel like I quite fit in. It's just taken me as long as it's taken me to find my place as an artist, like do my own, not just to do the music of Love in a Big World for the purpose of kids, families, and communities, but to find my own voice in the midst of it, if that makes sense.
mhm,
And that was partly due to my own personal challenges and things I needed to work through. And then also understanding how healing music is, not only for me, but for others. And that if I am vulnerable enough to share my story, that will encourage or meet somebody right where they are and give
mhm,
them permission to
mhm,
feel what they need to feel and work through what they need to work through themselves. And so this album project is called Love Letters. And the love letters are, each song is a love letter. So the
mhm,
first love letter is for my dad. My
mhm.
dad is struggling with Alzheimer's disease. And
Oh, dear. I think it's mine. I think it's her. There you
Sorry
are.
about that, Lucinda. Yeah,
Oh
my
no,
phone just decided to die in the
it's
midst of.
oh
I'm good now.
oh okay.
Got it back.
So yay. So I thought it was on my side because we get our signal
No.
from a long way away. But it
Oh, do you? Okay. No, it was me. I'm sorry about that.
oh no, it's
Um,
all good. So you were talking about your father and his Alzheimer's.
yeah, yeah. So dad, we first started noticing the mild cognitive decline in 2019. And so it's been about 7 years. And the long goodbye is just incredibly painful for everyone,
Yeah.
you know? So I wanted to, part of my grieving process and part of what I've learned, because not only do I write music and sing, but I also paint and I write
Right.
articles and stories as well, is that art is very healing, and using art
Mhm.
to process through my own emotions, my own grief, has
Yeah.
been a powerful tool. And then, as I mentioned, being vulnerable enough to share my story, our family story, with others has really resonated. And people have been appreciative of the song My Superman, which has helped them with their own experience of Alzheimer's and their families as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So how is your mother?
You know, she has good days and bad days. She misses my dad.
Yeah.
And they live in Florida, and so I grew up in Pittsburgh, and they stayed there for many years. They moved
Hmm.
in 2021
Hmm.
to Florida, so it's hard for everybody that we're not in the same town.
Oh
But
yeah.
Dad's dream had been to be able to live in Florida during his retirement, and so they got to do that. And being around the sunshine and more community, having more activities, that helped him in, for several years to be able to do better before he
Mhm.
had to move into a care facility. So,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah. I kind of understand that. My dad had heart disease. And when they
Okay.
retired, my mom and dad wanted to move to Arizona. So that's what they did.
Mhm.
And for a number of years after he had his heart surgery, he was pretty active, and they had an active community that they did. They were square dancing. They were doing all
Yep.
kinds of things, traveling around the country. And but then after about 15 or so years, maybe 18 years, he was starting to slow down, and yeah. So
Mhm.
I kind of understand that. I mean, he was still cognitively okay, but his physical body
Mhm.
was not so good. So,
Well, and I
yeah.
think that's the problem. I mean, the the challenge, I guess, of everyone growing older is that,
Hmm.
our parents are our superheroes. So whether it's heart disease or Alzheimer's or
Hmm.
just having to watch our superheroes decline over time
Yeah.
and getting ready to say goodbye to them,
Yeah.
it's emotional. So I'm really thankful for the song My Superman, and it's a great Father's Day song. It's a great wedding song, for that father-daughter dance. It's a great song for anyone who's missing their dad.
Yes, right. Oh, that's so cool. I can't wait to hear it. So I did try to listen to your music on your website, but for some reason
Yeah, yeah,
it
we'll make
wouldn't let
sure to
me
share
do
it with
that.
you.
I don't know why. But it might have been my connection. Who knows? So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you mentioned. Okay. We'll make sure we'll check on that.
Okay, thanks. It could have been me, because like I say, we
Yeah.
live in the country, our signal comes from a long way
Yeah.
away. Yeah, so you also paint.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
have do you have
I
your
do.
do you have your artwork in any galleries or anything like that?
Not yet. Not yet. I've hosted three different art shows, two here in Nashville and one in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hmm.
And that first show was called Lost Girl No More, and it really told my life story.
Hmm.
And again, what I found is that the more vulnerable I am with my story, even through painting, the more other people can see themselves in the work,
Hmm.
and it gives them that freedom to process their own experience.
Yeah.
And so that was a risk to take. I wasn't sure what to, especially the first show was in September of 25, and I was terrified to share that much of myself, you know.
Yes.
But one of the things that I recognized is that the art and the music go hand in hand, like the painting and the music go hand in hand.
Hmm.
Um, because the more vulnerable I am on canvas, that opened me up to be more vulnerable in my music,
Hmm.
and vice versa. So we're looking at putting another show together in the fall of 26 that will be love letters, and it will be a companion to the album.
Oh, that's so cool. So are you going to do your own cover art for your
I
album?
have, yeah. So each single has a painting that is the cover art for that single. And then the cover art for the whole album is a compilation of different, like you zone in on different
Hmm.
pieces of those paintings, and that
Hmm.
is a collage
Oh, cool.
that makes the album cover, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my background is in theater. I'm not a visual artist. My husband's a
Thank
visual
you.
artist. Uh, my husband's a visual artist.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
background's in theater, and uh, he used to play the trombone too and sing. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, so we are kind of into the arts thing. So anything art related is
That's awesome.
really, really great. Yeah, that's so cool.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
do you have anything else you want to say before we go?
I just appreciate you taking the time to let me share more of my story today.
Oh, I am so happy to meet you. And
Oh,
I'm
it's
just
good to me.
really and I'm really excited for you. You're embarking on something really fun.
Thank you. Yes, I'm a big believer in fun and play and joy, and I think we need more of that in our world. So
Oh, we
that's
do.
part of what I hope to share through all the work that I do.
Oh, yes, it sounds like it. Yeah. Well, it's part of the
Hmm.
title. Love and well, joy's not part of the title, but love and joy go together. So of
Yes,
your
they do.
foundation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Tamara, thank you so much for being my guest.
Oh, thank you, Lucinda. It's good to be with you.